Happy video day, guys. Christina, Brooke here, and today we are going to be doing a first impression on a brand new line that just launched at Sephora. So there's a few really cool things about this new brand. The brand we're going to be talking about today is LYS Beauty. So this right here is Sephora's first ever Black-owned clean beauty brand. I decided to pick up a few of the products that were in the line. I picked up their Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I also got their High Standard Blush, and finally I picked up their No Limits Matte Bronzer. So I did pick up 3 items from the brand that you guys told me on Instagram that you guys were the most interested in seeing. So today I'm gonna try it on for the very first time and give you guys my thoughts, and yeah, we're gonna test this out. I'm really excited for this brand. I'm really hoping that this stuff works out well. But before we get into it, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and join the family. So if you guys are interested in these brand new products, just keep watching and let's get into it. All right, so first let's kind of talk about this brand's name is LYS. Now it stands for Love Yourself Beauty. So this is a beauty brand that's curated with boundary breaking, clean, vegan skincare and beauty products. So they do say when they create products, they're trying to create things that enhance but never conceal your greatest features. So the brand is founded by Tisha Thompson, and she is the founder and CEO of the brand. And she's been in the beauty industry for over 15 years, and she's also a trained makeup artist. So she wanted to create a very valuable beauty brand, but she also said that each one of the products are under $30 with highly affordable line target. It's interesting that this is a clean beauty brand, but they're also emphasizing keeping price points down, and that's something to me that is actually super impressive, because anytime you see clean beauty, I feel like it's kind of like an invitation for higher price tag. And the fact that this is a clean brand and they're also really emphasizing keeping their prices low is spectacular. I also have to say the packaging and everything on this is not cutting corners. You're talking about nice designed packaging at affordable prices. Everything the brand stands for, even the triangles that they use, which represents change, and also creating very inclusive brand. Everything about this brand has me excited. And the more I read about the brand after I purchased the products, the more excited I got for this brand. So I'm gonna go ahead and go over all of the things we got here, and I'm gonna tell you guys a little bit about them. So first, let's talk about the foundation. So this foundation right here is the LYS Beauty Triple Fix Foundation Serum. So what Sephora says about it is it's a luxuriously clean skincare infused foundation with buildable light to medium coverage in a bunch of different shades. So it's supposed to have more of a medium coverage, and the finish is natural. There's a few ingredients in it that are supposed to be good for your skin. So there's turmeric, that is supposed to be an antioxidant. There's also hyaluronic acid, which is supposed to give back hydration to the skin. It's gluten-free. It's vegan. So many awesome things for this foundation right here. We're gonna get into that one. I've got a lot of fun stuff to say about it. It does retail you for $22 US, which I think is phenomenal considering the packaging. You're getting a really nice glass bottle. Everything about this screams luxury, and it just looks so beautiful. I'm loving the design of everything about this brand right now. So then I picked up the matte bronzer. This bronzer is actually retailing you $18 US. I know these prices are so phenomenal. So it's also a clean, talc-free, buildable matte bronzer that sculpts and defines. It also is supposed to leave your skin looking healthy and smooth and a little silky looking. So that is another amazing product. So the other one that I picked up was the matte cream blush. Blush is retailing you $16 US. It's a clean, high pigment, non-greasy satin matte blush with buildable creamy formula. So it does say that it has ingredients in here that are supposed to make your pores look smaller. It also has avocado oil in it, which is supposed to help with hydrating of the skin. It's also a gluten-free, cruelty-free, everything-free, amazing cleanness product, and I love the packaging of this one as well. So those are the 3 products. I also want to just point out that the cartons that these came in are so adorable. They're all these little triangles, literally a lot of detail in this packaging. I'm telling you, these are things that drive up the price point of brands, and I'm very, very surprised with how well this brand is priced. Even look at this. This is the foundation carton. All of this very nicely designed, but at really reasonable prices. Now that I have kind of given you guys the scoop of the products, let's get into my thoughts. I never make you guys wait. If you guys want to see me trying this for the first time, it's coming. It'll come after this section, and you guys will see my first impression. You'll see me apply it to my skin. Everything's in this video. We're also doing a wear test, so don't worry, but I want to give you the 411 right away. Guys, I am so impressed right now. And just for reference, when it comes to my skin, so my skin is basically a very combination skin. I have a little bit of oiliness, a little bit of dryness. I would say I lean a little bit more oily than dry, and I'm also a little bit more mature. I'm in my mid-30s, so I've got some little wrinkles here and there coming through. Definitely don't have perfect skin, a little acne prone, and extremely sensitive. I've only had this on my skin for an hour, okay? But the foundation looks beautiful on my skin, okay? My skin looks like skin. I see that it has a coverage to it, but it's not cakey. I would say this reminds me of the Rare Beauty foundation, but I like this one more, which is strange. You guys know I love that Rare Beauty foundation. I love the way my skin looks right now. It does look like I have makeup on, so right now I have it at a medium coverage. When I used the brush, I definitely had it at almost like a tinted moisturizer coverage. Like, I would say it kind of looked a little bit less coverage than my Rare Beauty. Once I grabbed that sponge, this went into a nice medium coverage, and I think it covered everything and made me look flawless. It does look like I have makeup on because this is medium coverage right now, so definitely is not like something that looks like no makeup, but it has such a beautiful finish. It has a nice natural finish. This is definitely not matte because I see hydration in my skin, so I like natural. I think natural is a very good way to describe this because it's not hydrating in the sense that it looks very hydrated, but it's definitely not matte. It's not moving around right now. I did not set my face. I usually don't set my face when it comes to these type of wear tests because I usually don't set my face. So if it doesn't work out, I try it the next time with a set face. Right now, I think it looks okay. I do think, however, that you may have to set your face with this foundation, but that'll come up during my final thoughts. I'll tell you guys for sure. But right now, first impression wise, I'm in love. I hope that you can see this on camera as well as I'm seeing it in person. I am going to show you guys how it looks during the day. I'll kind of like show you guys a daylight check-in so you guys can see it during the day. But guys, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is a beautiful foundation. I love the way that this looks. Like, I was just looking in the mirror right now and I was like, damn, this looks good. Definitely feels a little bit like you have makeup on. The Rare Beauty one, in my opinion, feels less makeup-y. This one I feel a little bit more like I'm wearing makeup, but man, it looks pretty. It looks so pretty. I cannot wait to give you an update. Let's see how that one wears. Let's talk quickly about the matte bronzer though, because I'm really interested in this bronzer. This bronzer did an amazing job on my skin. Oh my goodness. I love the bronze tone that it gave me. I have a light medium skin tone. I usually have a little bit more yellow coming through. So I'm very picky with bronzers. The bronzers definitely have to give me warmth because if not, they just don't do anything. This one gave me a lot of warmth and I got it in Harmony Medium. I want to compare it to my Charlotte Tilbury because that's where I kind of remember the color reminds me a lot of this one. So in the Charlotte Tilbury, I actually have it in the color 3 Tan, and this one, let's see how this one, because this color reminds me a lot. Actually, look, the Charlotte Tilbury one on the top is a little bit more red, and this one is actually a little bit more brown, which is interesting. But I love the way that this looks. How does it look compared to the Tantastic? Let's compare it to Marc Jacobs really quickly. So Marc Jacobs is this one. This one actually looks like it's going to be even lighter. The Marc Jacobs Tantastic is down here. It's closer in tone, but it's lighter. So this is like almost like a perfect shade for me. Like, it's absolutely stunning. I'm kind of obsessed with this bronzer right now. It gives me this beautiful natural tan look, but it doesn't look powdery. It actually looks silky. The bronzer is a hit, and the cream blush is another hit for me, guys. This color is beautiful, okay? Now, the color that I got is called Kindness. It's like a peachy tone. Wow, this is so pretty. I don't have many peach blushes. I tend to always get like natural, neutral, pinky, mauvish tone blushes, but this one right here is so pretty. It gave this beautiful look to my skin. I did not overdo it. I put very little on and then I started to build it up, but it is a little bit more sheer. I don't feel like it's gonna give you like very clowny looking cheeks. Some cream blushes, if you put too much on, you're like, whoa. This one didn't do that, but what I love is that I used it over the bronzer, so that means that it's working pretty damn good over powders, which is always a test for me. It even gave me like a little sheeny glisteniness to my cheeks, almost like if I put like one of those jelly like highlighters on that everybody's like into right now, that it doesn't look like a highlight but it looks like you're kind of wet. It gave me like that just by using the blush. You guys can see it. You guys can see how it gave me like a little sheen. Very, very beautiful. I'm really in love with this blush. So all three products here, in my opinion, are winners at this point right now. The only thing that can change my mind at this moment is whether they wear good or not. But just off of first impression and putting these on my face for the first time and comparing them to the way other makeup looks on my skin, I'm loving these. I really am. So now let's go ahead and jump into me applying this for the very first time. You guys will see my reaction putting them on, and then after I will do a wear test for the entire day and tell you guys how it lasted. So let's get into that. All right guys, we are zoomed in. I can't wait to start playing with the LYS Beauty line. I keep trying to call it YSL. It's like, does anybody else do that? And I am excited. This packaging is really nice, and this is even a glass bottle. So far, first impression wise, I'm getting a really nice first impression from this brand. So it says sponge or foundation brush. I got it in the color MG5. So, ooh, cute. Look at that. It even has like a pink little top. Let's see what it looks like. This is the first time I've opened this, so I don't even know if the color will match. It's a little watery, but you know what? A lot thicker than I thought it was going to be from the title of a serum foundation. I thought that this was going to be very serum-y, kind of similar to the one from Rare Beauty, but it's not. It's actually thicker. Looks more like a foundation, texture-wise at least. Let's go ahead and start. I'm thinking what I'm going to do is on this side, I'm going to go ahead and use the sponge. On the other side, I'll use a brush. So let's start off with, so far color is pretty good, so good. Anytime there have so many colors on the website, I get so nervous that I'm gonna get the wrong color. But this actually does look like it's going to match me. If anything, a little light, but nothing that I can't work with. So definitely I can make this work. Right now I'm loving the coverage. I think it looks beautiful, very skin-like. Look how pretty that is. Do you guys see? Super red skin on this side. This side's looking really nice and clean. Covered a lot of the redness, but it's definitely like a light coverage, but I like that. Definitely buildable to medium, I can tell already, because I already can see that it's doing a pretty decent job. So I'm just gonna build this up just a little bit on this side just to see if I can cover a little bit of that redness. I'll put some over here for the foundation brush. Yeah, that looks really good. I like this color too. It's a little light, but definitely with the bronzer and everything, this is going to be a really nice color for my skin tone. I hate foundations that feel heavy on the skin because I live in humid, hot weather. So if they feel heavy, oh my goodness. I literally feel like I'm melting when the heat starts around here. So this feels beautiful. Look how beautiful that is. You guys can tell the difference? Okay, so let's use a brush on the other side. I am going to tell you guys already, I kind of like the way it applied with the sponge. The sponge was pretty nice. I love, there's absolutely no scent. That is fantastic. Let's go ahead with a brush. Let's see how this applies with the brush. Already, right off the bat, I like the sponge. I feel like the brush is kind of applying it uneven. And I also feel like it's obviously giving you a lot less coverage. Wow, this is so interesting right now. I almost feel like I have two different foundations on. Like this right here looks like a tinted moisturizer, and this right here looks like a medium coverage foundation. So I almost feel like I could wear this two different ways. If I wanted to wear this like a tinted moisturizer, I'd just use my brush and just like put it over the face, and it does a really nice job, but it's super light. And then this side, it literally covered me. Like, I feel like I can go out at night with this. So, wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna go with this side because it looks a lot better on camera, but I'm telling you, this side actually looks pretty damn decent for like daily, like going to the grocery store and hanging out and not wanting to look like you have makeup on. This looks like a tinted moisturizer. That's pretty nice. And this is supposed to be a clean beauty brand, which is pretty amazing. That looks really good. What do you guys think? Wow, I honestly feel like my skin looks pretty amazing. I don't feel like it went into like the wrinkles on my forehead. Ooh, guys, I'm pleasantly surprised. Now, obviously, I'm gonna need to put on some concealer because it does cover a little bit of the dark circles, but not enough for my liking. So let me go ahead and put on some concealer and let's keep going. We got some more stuff, but right now, guys, I'm excited. All right, concealer is on. I used the Marc Jacobs Cafe Collection Concealer, and so far I really like the way that this foundation works. So I'm very excited for that product. I'm really hoping that it keeps up. So now I've got two other products. So I have the No Limits Matte Bronzer, and I also have the Satin Matte Cream Blush. So I'm at a crossroads right now because I figure I should probably use the cream blush first. But I don't want to. The way I usually test out my cream blushes is to make sure that it works over powder, because I can never do the cream products first. Like, I always forget. So we're gonna do it the way that I technically would use it to see if it would work for me. I think most of us use blush after bronzer. It's kind of difficult to change the way you do your makeup, so I'm gonna do it that way. Let's just test and see if it works. Lately, a lot of cream products work really good over powder, so I'm just gonna do it that way. So let's open up this adorable packaging. I love that everything's like a triangle. It's so cute. Look how pretty this is. Love this shiny, shiny packaging. There's the bronzer, so pretty. I got it in medium. Let's get some with my bronzer brush and, ooh, a lot more pigmented than I thought it would be. I like the color. I like to go for deeper bronzers because since I have like a yellowy undertone to my skin, my neck and my shoulders, like everything is a lot deeper. Get a lot of sun here in South Florida, so I need to go a little deeper on the bronzer because if not, my face doesn't match well. So this so far looks like a beautiful color. This looks very similar to the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer color. I'm gonna compare them. I will say, not a huge fan of the triangle mirror, but you know, that's just being picky just because it's hard to see yourself. I mean, you can, but I mean, if you're at home, you could just use something like this. I mean, how many times do we really use our compact mirrors anyways? I did not set my face with powder, okay? So I'm gonna test it without setting your face because I tend to never set my face. I'm really bad at doing it. I always forget. So I like to test my foundations to see if you have to set them or not before I set them. But ooh, that bronzer is nice. I like that bronzer too. Kind of moved a little of the foundation around my nose, so I'm kind of thinking that maybe the foundation would work better set. And I like the bronzer. Look at that. Ooh. So far, so good. Okay, so I really like this bronzer. The bronzer is beautiful. Let's move on to the cream blush. Last thing. Let's see how this looks. I'm excited for this color, okay? So the color I ended up getting was this beautiful peachy tone, which I'm like so excited to see. Pretty. So this packaging for the blushes is actually matte. The other ones look like they're glossy. Ooh, look at that color. So the color I got was Kindness. So I'm gonna use the same sponge I was using before. I'm just gonna use the side of it. And I'm just gonna go in. Put a lot on there. Probably should put less. Let me just take some of it off here just so that I don't look like a clown. And then we'll play. I could have used it. You can go in. Looks like it's a little sheer, so it doesn't look like you make too many mistakes if you have too much on. That's pretty. It looks like it's applying nicely over the bronze skin, so that is a positive. So that probably means that it will work good over powder. Definitely a plus in my book because, like I've said before, I don't got time to remember. It looks very skin-like. Ooh. I like that. Ooh, I like this blush too. Do you guys see that? It even leaves like a little bit like a glossy effect on the skin. Ooh. That's really pretty. Wow. Guys, this was a very interesting first impression. Let me go ahead and put on my lips and we'll get into the wear test of the foundation. Hey guys, so I'm sitting outside and I wanted to show you guys how the foundation looks in natural daylight. So this is what it looks like. I think it looks so pretty. And I've been wearing it probably for 3 hours and I do feel like it's sinking even more into the skin, looking a little bit more skin-like, a little bit more natural. But yeah, it looks really,
really good in daylight too. So I wanted to give you guys this little quick update.
Alright guys, so here is my final update of the night. I have you guys zoomed in pretty close so you can see how the foundation ended up wearing. I had this foundation on for a pretty long time. I want to say it was around 8 hours. And I have to say, at the end of the day, it does look pretty good. There are some places on my nose that I can see the foundation did break up just a tad. So I am thinking that the next time I wear this, I want to try powdering my face just a tad just to see if it'll keep the foundation on a little bit better. So this is one of those foundations that with time, I think it actually looks a little bit better. It starts to like kind of sink into your skin a little bit. The only thing is it did kind of wear off on a few places on my face. But like I told you guys, I didn't powder my face this time, so we'll see about that. Now when it comes to the bronzer, I still think I have a pretty nice bronze on the skin. So the bronzer lasted pretty nice. I don't think it faded too much. It did fade, just not a lot. And the blush, I don't really see anymore. So I think the blush out of all of them is the least long wear because I don't really see the blush on my skin anymore. So I still like the blush. I just don't think it lasts as very long. So that is my first impression thoughts on these products. So anyways, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Leave your comments down below. Tell others what you feel of these products because you do help a lot of people on here when you guys give your opinions as well. So thanks so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.